We don't have to replace doors and windows, though many times it is the reasonable thing to do. And when we talk about doors and windows, some of my favorite out there are the Alpen window, used to be Sirius, and they're a fiberglass foam filled, and they have the highest R values in the industry. They have one window that is actually a 13.25, by far almost double what a lot of the others are. So Alpen or Sirius window is probably my favorite for energy efficiency. As far as what's available and fancy and cost, they're not up to that. If you want to go that, maybe you want to go Pella. They're a pretty good window for efficiency, and they have a lot of bells and whistles with them. Marvin is another one of my favorites, and H window is another one of my favorites. But when we're talking about a redo on a home or even a new home, let's look at some math about it. If we're talking, most doors are 3 foot by 6 foot 8 inches. So basically, if we want to round that up a little bit, it's 7 and 3 and 7. We're talking 17 lineal feet of door. Well, if that was an 1/8 inch gap, all the way around that door, let's take and do some math. If we do some math here and we go 17 lineal feet, but we're going to want to kind of do this in inches. Equals about 25 square inches, or a 5 by 5 hole in your wall. So hardly anybody would be talking about leaving a 5 by 5 hole in your wall. Everybody would plug that 5 by 5 hole, but very few people will go through the weather stripping process of making sure that 1/8 of an inch around your door is done. And that calculates to windows too. And how many doors we have in a home? At least 2, sometimes 3. How many windows, depending upon it? We're talking 2 per bedroom, that's 6. Another one in the kitchen, 7. Another one in the bathroom, 7. Another one in the bathroom, 8. Maybe 3 in the living room, 9, 10, 11, 12. One in the dining room, 13. You know, we're talking about a lot of windows in a home. When we add all those doors and windows up, 3 doors at 5 inches apiece, that's all of a sudden a 5 by 15 inch hole in your wall, and throw your windows in there. If you don't have good sealed windows and doors, you can wind up with about a 2 foot by 2 foot hole in your wall. Of course, you wouldn't live with a 2 foot by 2 foot hole in your wall, but we live every day with these little 1/8 inch gaps around all our windows and doors. So again, we don't have to replace the windows and doors, but we can take and buy the weather stripping and make sure that they seal tight and tune up your windows and doors.